We're here.
Yay! Hey!
We're here with Jennifer Hale.
You nerd.
I know. Hold on. Let me tell my completely appropriate Gil.
Oh boy.
BT dubs. Love you guys. Anyway, I'm getting out of here now. That was the whole reason.
What? We're not staying with her?
Nope.
Oh.
I came up for that one joke.
All right. So when are we kicking this off?
John is calling me a scumbag. I love you too.
Well, he's not wrong.
That's true.
To divinities! Woo!
Yes. And we're gonna.
What's your first point? Let's get it
we're
going.
Talking about the Heart of Thorns announcement thing that we were just doing.
Heart of Thorns.
What did I say?
Heart of Thrones. Maybe because we were just in the throne room.
Yeah, you know what? I am gonna go to the auditorium.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Okay. First point. Let's get it cooking. Let's get it cooking.
Where did you go?
I'm going to the auditorium.
I'm in the auditorium. You're not in the same instance as me.
Oh, we're not in the same. Okay.
I'm coming. Hold on.
Oh, okay. I'm just around this commander.
I love how professional we are. Just the epitome of professionalism here.
Absolutely.
In all of our videos.
Absolutely, of course.
So first, gotta get my notes. First thing that I wrote down was big shout out to the guy who made Jennifer Hale just cringe for a split second when she was interviewing the fans. And she asked him, what are you hoping for? And his response was PvE content that won't be terrible.
Roast to PvE. Roast.
Come on, loading screen. Let's go.
I personally think the PvE is fantastic in this game.
I think that the core PvE is good. I like the main story. I like fighting Zaitan and all that. But up until recently, I don't think that the living story has been worth my time. It's been very annoying.
You have not enjoyed it, I know.
No, I have not. I found it boring. I found it tedious.
I've loved it. I get so involved with the characters like Timey and all the babies. I get so excited.
I like Timey. I do, and I like Rocks.
And Bram and Marjorie and Casimir. Ha! I love following their story. I'm so happy. I'm so excited. Oh, I gotta hug you right now, but I won't because you're a gross Asura.
So, shut up. You're a gross human.
Hey. Who's in the human capital right now, bud? Don't be talking. We'll mess you up.
Go to Rada soon.
Can't wait any longer
Hey, no.
on the next referendum. We should call it.
People are talking in my face. I've always wanted to be able to go in this big cage. Don't know why.
Wait, what were we talking about? Oh yeah, the story. But oh my gosh, they're expanding it. Oh, new expansion! I'm so happy.
That's the second thing that I have written down. It's an actual expansion. Like, it's confirmed. It's not just a living story type of thing. It's an actual expansion, which is that's amazing. I hope that it harkens back to the days that I used to love with PC gaming, where expansion packs were actual meaningful content, and it sounds like it's gonna be. But because most expansions now are a lot like the Living World or other things, where it's like, hey, new expansion coming, where it's just DLC, where it's simple little bullshit things. But this sounds like it's an amazing actual big expansion. So I'm super, super, super excited about that.
I just love the fact that it expands your horizons at the level cap. And like usually you see games that when you level cap, there's kind of nothing else. All the content is while you're leveling. But it's like when you hit 80, that's when it's kicking off.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, it kicks off the whole time, but when you're 80, you don't quit. You keep going. There's huge goals and things to do in the long run, and I love that about this game.
Yeah. Um, so
Yeah.
it's well, yeah, it's adding.
I mocked you.
It's adding a lot of. Thanks. It's adding a lot of post 80 content, and that's always. I mean, like that's amazing. Especially because it's all post. Well, I don't know if it's all, but a good. It looks like a good portion of it is post 80. So that just increases this game's end game content, which a lot of people complain like, oh, MMOs never have end game content. Da, da, da. Well, this one does, you fucks.
It does indeed. It also has new things. Well,
I have it all written down.
Yeah. Okay.
So,
I'm just so excited.
Notes. It's kind of weird to say no new gear, but what that means, no new gear, no new level cap. Because, and they stress this a lot in the little, what was that, expo, whatever the fuck.
Live stream,
yeah.
Convention thing.
They don't want your...
Panel.
Yeah, there you go, panel.
Kind of.
They don't want your level 80 character to all of a sudden become outdated. So they don't want to make your work that you did to get to level 80 seem worthless, and you just leave that behind to get to another goal. Yeah.
Kind of.
So there's no.
Same with the gear.
Yeah, there's no new, level 90 gear or like super ascended gear or whatever. It's
like, oh, I just spent all that time making ascended gear. Now I have to make this newer gear that's even better. Like, so they don't want. I haven't even made ascended gear or anything like that. So
yet,
thank you.
So yeah, no new gear per se, no new level cap.
New legendaries.
Yes,
New legendaries.
I have that written down near the bottom. This is all written down in order of when it appeared on the thingamajiggers.
Okay.
So that's awesome. I'm appreciative of that.
Yeah, I like that too.
Yeah, right here I have it. Heart of Thorns is just a whole bunch of new end game character progression.
Specializations, masteries. Oh gosh.
And the masteries, which I wrote this down specifically because I really I was really happy about this. Masteries are it's all account based, not character based.
Oh yeah. To prevent grinding.
So you don't need to go through and do them with every single character, and that's just absolutely amazing. Like
I think the masteries are more for the new maps. I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's just for the maps. You cannot hang glide in other.
That's what it sounded like, but still.
But oh my gosh,
yeah,
hang
let's
gliding.
talk about that for a second. Fucking hang gliders? Are you ridiculous?
You ride the wind. I'm so excited.
This is amazing.
Oh, I'm so happy right now.
I mean,
hang gliding.
And that's one of the masteries. And the other one that they talked about that you and I thought was like, oh my god, is learning the languages of the ancient people from the area.
Oh yeah,
and you get to learn the lore and everything through mastering their ancient language and shit. Like
they want you to be able to master the lore of the story as well.
Yeah.
Which I love that.
That's crazy cool to me. Crazy cool. Something that they also said right here, and that I have written down here, is that the new map, the Heart of Maguma, is apparently a very, very vertical map, which is something that this game has never really done. Like, even the Shiver Peak Mountains, they're a bit vertical, but for the most part, they're still, like, open fields of snow, walled off by mountains. So, the concept and the thought of a primarily vertical map, where a lot of the exploration is up and down, up and down, up and down, whoa. Sorry, that's a song. I just started saying up and down and it just happened. Sorry about that. Like, I really love that concept because my favorite maps in video games... Oh my god, NPCs, shut up! You're talking in my brain!
Turn off your HUD!
No, why? My HUD's on right now.
Okay.
I mean, it doesn't really need to be. We're not doing... But then I want my map to... Hell Party Guild is always recruiting. Come join us. Yes. Well, I guess Zen wants to pimp out Hell Party, which is my guild, and Zen is the leader. And they're very fun, and they're awesome. I've only been in it a few days, but I already absolutely love them. They are my homies. So...
Hey, Heart of Thorns, hey? Roast! Iced. Alright, Heart of Thorns, let's go.
Oh. So, my favorite maps in video games have always been the big vertical ones. Like the,
This is gonna be sick. This is gonna be so cool.
Yeah.
Kevin. Oh my gosh, Kevin.
Yes.
Hang gliding!
Another thing that they brought
So
up...
excited.
Another thing they brought up, the new professions. The new profession specializations. So the one that they use as an example is the ranger becoming a druid and using
so you can use the staff.
Staff weapon, and I'm sure that means communicating with nature far more, and in a far more literal sense than they already do by having pets and stuff. And each class is going to have something like that, where they can specialize in something. And that's
basically,
amazing. That's going to completely change just not only the replayability,
Excuse me, Minister?
because you can now have like 2 or 3 engineers and all of them will play hopefully dramatically different. Probably not super different.
Yeah, there's a lot of room for originality and diversity for
I mean, like every character
gameplay for sure.
Every character can already. I mean, there's still going to be people that look up builds and all that kind of stuff, but every character in this game, one of the things I really like about it is that they can be very different and varied, and this is only going to add to
for
that.
Sure.
And that's that's like super balls deep amazing for me.
Another example that was given was that a necromancer will be able to use a greatsword.
Which is awesome, because greatswords, as everyone with any amount of class knows, is one of the best weapons in the game.
I love how they customize the greatswords to the different classes that can use them. Like the ranger, those eagle wings that you fly.
Yeah.
Oh, so
I
cool.
love the ranger with the greatsword.
I'm excited to see what they're gonna do with the necromancer, but it won't be a necromancer because it will turn in.
It'll probably be like a lich or something, you know.
Yeah,
cool.
something. I'm excited to see what they have in store for the elementalist.
I'm excited to see what the engineer is going to be like.
Master class.
Yeah. So, new professional... and then after that I have written down, once again, hang gliders.
So excited!
You know, that needs to be brought up again, because that sounds really fun. That sounds
I hope mine
fun.
can be pink.
Possibly.
Probably not.
Well, I don't know. They let you customize everything else. Why wouldn't they let you pick certain hang glider skins?
True.
You know, you can have...
True,
if the game can have fucking like 20 kite skins, I'm sure that they can have a hang glider skin that's pink.
Yeah.
Maybe not at first, but eventually. So, learn new languages. New crafting and precursor weapons.
Oh, yeah.
For new legendaries.
New legendaries, yep. And then there's a new way to get precursors.
Yeah,
so I'm assuming it's not going to be as hard to get them.
You didn't quite hear that part in the stream, right?
Uh-uh.
Okay, I did,
no.
And from the
I was
sounds of
typing.
it, you can now earn precursors by going out on these massive quests. So, like, from the sounds of it, you'll go somewhere to get the initial quest, obviously. And then from there, it'll be like a little mini subsection of quests that you have to go on in order to earn a precursor weapon. So now you don't have to rely on just random drops and all of that.
Or going into the Mystic Forge and crafting together rares and exotics.
Yeah, exactly.
I lucked out, and my precursor dropped at Shadow Behemoth.
Very true.
Yeah. It dropped me. I wasn't even trying to get a precursor, and it just dropped. I'm like, oh, hey, I have a precursor. I guess I'll build a legendary now.
Yeah, she was planning on building a legendary, and then she had given up and was like, no, I'm not going to build it. And then that very same night...
I'm not even going to deal with it.
That very same night, the precursor dropped at Shadow
Yeah. I didn't know it was a precursor. I was like, oh my gosh, this is so pretty. And I was like, whoa, that sells for 700 gold. Send the picture off to a few people. They're like, that's a precursor. I was like, oh my gosh.
So, yep, right down here again, they're talking about the specialization in secondary professions. You know, ranger, druid, that kind of stuff. But
let's talk about that new
hold on,
class.
that's next. The secondary professions, I also want to point out that they did mention this, grant you all new skills.
Oh yeah.
All new skills. So it's basically, I mean, even the secondary professions are almost like new classes, from the sounds of it. Because they were saying it dramatically changes the way you play. So I thought that was amazing.
That's gonna be so cool.
So staff weapon for ranger,
excited.
great sword for necro, something about a revenant. Let's go to World v World.
Oh, that's right.
You really? I gave you the perfect thing. Never. We're gonna talk about the revenant. God damn it, Rachel.
What?
I just tried to gloss over it so you would be all like, no, Kevin, we gotta talk about the revenant.
Well, you have this in a list on how it was announced, so I was like, okay, let's go with the list, and I thought that was next.
No, revenant's next.
No, I'm not.
Revenant is the new class, the new profession.
Yeah, get your freaking attitude out of here.
Rachel, I will one day. I'm gonna take you by the nose. I'm gonna hook you up to some to like ceiling high meat hooks.
Oh my gosh!
And I'm gonna just beat on you the way Rocky beat on the hunk of cow in the first Rocky movie until his hands bled.
So about that revenant, hey?
All right, new revenant. It's the way they explained it is that there's 3 medium armor classes, 3 light armor classes, and then
there's only 2 heavy armor.
So their reasoning was, why not make another heavy armor class? So the revenant is a heavy armor, and from the looks of it, it looks like it may play somewhere in between guardian and elementalist. To me.
It basically, you can channel
what they call
like there was this
what they called legends.
Yeah, the legends of Guild Wars past.
Through the mists.
Past.
It's harnessing the powers of the mists.
In the story, when Ritlock jumped down after his sword and he went into the earth, he came back as a revenant. So Ritlock is now a revenant. And yeah, but you can call upon like the dwarven.
Yeah, I don't remember their names.
Guy and
the dwarven
yeah,
guy, some
don't.
demon.
And if you call on that, you get skills based on.
Which is why I brought up elementalist, because that sounds an awful lot like attunements, you know.
Oops.
Speaking of
that's
which,
not what I meant to press.
Feel the fires of Balthazar. Earth.
Yeah, exactly. And that looks that looks like that might be sort of the way that it plays, where you switch legends instead of attunements, and that grants you different
maybe.
abilities.
I feel like when he said you call on legends, I feel like it's going to be more permanent than that. You can't easily switch like with attunements.
Oh, I hope not.
Yeah.
I hope not. I hope it's more like switching attunements. Although, also, they may mean it in a much more literal term. Whereas, let's just say, maybe Revenant is more like a summoner class. You know, and you summon these legends. And either you take the form of them, or they fight alongside you. I mean, I don't know. I'm just...
You just get their powers, like... That's what... They didn't really...
No.
That's what they said!
If you know.
Call on that legend, you'll get his skills.
Okay, but maybe that still means you're taking the form of them, you know? I don't know. I'm just throwing...
I don't think so. But we'll see.
I'm throwing shit at the wall and seeing what sticks. So you're gonna have to talk more about this kind of stuff because I don't World v World.
All right.
So new World v World map on the Borderlands.
Oh my goodness. I don't really World versus World in the Mist. I do Edge of the Mist, which it won't really be affected.
Yeah.
But that new World versus World map looks so sick. Like I love how it's going to be interactive. Where you're gonna be defending more. You'll get more rewards for defending. And if you're defending, the castle that you're defending, the keep, will work with you. Like you said, if you're defending the rock keep, the rocks are gonna like the boulders and stuff, they're gonna like go in the air and like, oh my gosh, it's so cool. And like the fire keep, you can jump into lava and you can traverse. I don't it
The
it
maps
just
are
blows
dynamic.
my mind. I don't very dynamic,
I mean,
yes.
that's really what it sounded like. The maps are
Yeah.
all completely dynamic. Sorry, I'm not messing around with my guild. The maps are this new map at least sounds completely dynamic. And
Hey, there's my guildie in the background.
really? Oh
Yeah.
yeah, hey, look at that. So yeah, like you mentioned lava pools, where you jump from lava pool to lava pool to get around the map faster, and when
Yeah.
you take the Earth Shrine, the boulders lift up in the air to block the way for enemies and such.
Yeah.
So I mean that sounds
So
super
cool.
fucking cool. I mean I might even do
Yeah.
that, and I don't even World vs. World. But
Right?
that map
And they've
sounds
really
sick.
stressed on the fact that defending things more will give you more rewards.
Yeah.
Like there was an example, but I don't
I
remember.
don't remember the example either, but
It was like you'll get rewards where the world will help benefit you.
Defending
I don't know.
is going to be much bigger chest. Sorry. I wasn't trying to zoom in on your boobs.
Oh, okay.
You know. So new PvP stronghold. I don't know what the hell that means. Oh, that's the new game type.
Yes.
Can you tell I don't PvP? I just kind of zoned out during that part.
I don't PvP either.
But yeah, it's a new game type and in this game type, which is one of the things I'm most excited about, is now they're incorporating a version of Guild vs. Guild.
Oh my goodness, finally Guild Wars 2.
Right?
Bring the name to life a little bit here. Ah, it's going to be so interesting. I'm excited to see who's going to be on top.
Yeah, I know. I mean
Rankings.
that's really funny. My guild won't be. We are so unorganized. But I can't wait. The way they made it, there's going to be guild leaderboards to see which guild is really the best. Each guild is going to make their own teams within the guild, and then they register for these battles.
Yep, they represent your PvP.
So that's really
Represent your
that's super
guild.
cool. And then my last
That is
note,
very cool.
my last note, which this is probably one of the things I'm most excited about, is finally guild halls.
Woo! Guild halls! Ah!
They're gonna be
That
so
is
expensive.
So
They're
cool.
gonna
So cool.
Oh, but wow, like I'm super excited about guild halls. That is that makes me that makes me a little hard, to be honest.
All right. Nervous laugh there.
Nervous laugh. Why are you nervous, Rachel? It's a
okay, guild
natural
halls.
human
You know.
Go on. I'm sorry. I mean,
All right,
they really didn't say much about the guild halls. Just that they're guild halls. They're places where guilds can do all guild stuff. You know.
Where you meet up and prepare to do missions and. Yeah.
And that's it. So.
It'd be very cool.
But yeah, that's all. Those are all the notes I have. Did I miss anything that you want to talk about?
No, not really.
No.
I think we covered everything.
Hold on.
That long silence, heck yeah. Cut that out. Just kidding.
Yeah,
Probably
probably
won't,
not.
because you leave everything in and you're so lazy.
That's not true. That is not
Love
true.
you.
You fucking brat.
I know.
So anyway, that's our little. Those are our thoughts on all the things that they talked about. Basically, it was nothing but, hey, this sounds fun and we love it.
Kevin.
What?
Hang gliders! So excited.
All right. Thank you for watching, everyone.
Yes, Guild Wars 2 Heart of Thorns. I almost said Heart of the Mist. Wow.
Bye.
Let me wave.